My name is Amanda Salemi, and I am a musician, fire performer. I was in the Army National Guard, artist, and full-time mom. And I'm also a bartender. The first time I ever saw a fire performer, it was a friend of mine at a party on the beach. And I just remember it being like such a magical and beautiful experience. And I never really thought that I would want to do that or be a part of it. But eventually it kind of just ended up happening. And once I started it, I didn't ever really want to stop. So in fire dancing, I use poi, which is what I started out on, fans, swords, staff, eating torches, I breathe fire, and I most recently just bought a rope dart that I'm really excited to add to my arsenal. So there are so many different types of forms of, fire dancing, as far as like different props and, different tricks that you can do and whatnot. I guess to name a few, there's weaves, there's contact, there's buzz saws, there's seriously hundreds of different terms for different things that we do. I don't really know all the names of them. A lot of it is because I just kind of do them. To describe them as like a label, it's kind of tough sometimes. But I guess to describe that is just a performance art. For fire dancing, I think my signature move is I do some like weird contact things, like under the leg and stuff like that with the poi specifically. I do fire dancing at birthday parties, weddings, 4th of July parties, things like that. I've done the Wakefield River Fire. I've done water fire in Providence. I'm hoping to eventually be able to do water fire again. And, I think Twin River is also kind of a dream. To be able to perform inside in front of a crowd would be really cool. When the crowd is excited, it's easy to be excited with them. If they're just sitting there staring at you, it becomes very intense. It's like, wow. They're just looking at me like, what are they doing? Are they judging me, or do they like it? Like, you can't tell. If people are excited, you know that they like it, and that helps. I am inspired by so many different people that it's really difficult for me to just like pinpoint a few. There's this one woman who was very inspiring. She actually passed away. Her name was Linda Farkas. She was amazing. They called her the fire goddess, and she was, she's a big inspiration. And that's just somebody who's like famous. But there's people like there's Elizabeth Knight, Sasha Fire Gypsy, Spaga Hash, and just to name a few, all amazing performers and unique in their own way of performing and very inspiring people. I've definitely have inspired quite a few people to start fire dancing, which is really awesome to be able to say that, I've inspired people to do something. I have, helped and guided people and like taught them, like proper things. Usually I tell people, at least, practice with your prop for 6 to 8 months before you decide you're going to jump into fire. But if they want to jump into fire right away, they're going to do it anyway. So I will absolutely 100% always teach somebody safety as soon as they feel that they're ready. Some of the safety rules for fire dancing is, you want to, you always use clean fuel, keeping things out of range of the audience, and also where I would be performing. I want it, at least like 50 feet away. Usually as as far away as possible. You have to have a safety person with me at all times, or fire safety assistant that keeps an eye on me, the crowd, and also the the fuel dump, which I always use a double bucket system. You need to have fire extinguisher, and also I carry fire safety blankets in the case that I do catch fire or whatever. But I think the most important thing is to just always pay attention, and that's what I've learned the most with fire dancing, is like how important it is to really focus and pay attention to what I'm doing. I have burned myself a few times, mostly when I first started, and it's only it was only when I would doubt myself that I would ever burn myself. I don't worry about Liam ever becoming a fire dancer or anything like that. First of all, he's super careful about everything that he does. Also, I want him to follow his dreams. So if that's what he wants to do, then I'd be okay with that. My favorite place to practice fire dancing is 100% at the beach. I love practicing with the ocean and just that whole like earth and fire and water and wind and everything just being all right there is really the most spiritual experience that I could ask for. Fire dancing is really important to me. I'm one of those people, I can't shut my brain off ever. And that's why, performing with fire becomes almost like a meditation for me, where I can shut my brain off and only think about one thing, and that's myself and the fire and my body and my movements.
They say that she's broken, that she's no one else to blame, as she looks to a clouded face in a picture frame. Well, I've grown tired